Go ahead.
This is John 3 and 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews, and the same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know thou art a teacher come from Yahweh, for no man can do these miracles that thou doest, except Yahweh be with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of Yahweh.
And it's true, you have to be born again. You have to forget what you have been taught, because what we've been taught our whole life was some BS. You know, we have been taught lies. We haven't even been taught any truth, especially in the school system. Man, the school system is a joke. They don't teach you real history. They don't teach you what they actually did to our people for how long. They don't. They say that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. That he loved the slaves. But then you got that quote that says that Abraham Lincoln says that he will not. He's basically saying that he doesn't want Negroes to be successful in America. You know, but they don't teach that. But you have to forget what you have been taught in the world, and you have to be spiritually born. You have to be spiritually born again. You know, you get fed by the milk of the scriptures, the like what you will call the easy breakdowns. But then as keep on growing in the spirit, you can eat that meat, which is these other breakdowns. You know, learning new breakdowns. Um, you got that Proverbs 27:5.
This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
So like going back with that Proverbs 24 and 16, where you just being alone. That how will you know if you're ever going off if a brother's with you? You know, and that's why we constantly check each other, seeing that you know, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're not slacking. Cause if a brother's going off, man, how you call it? You want to rebuke them. You want to correct them. You know, so they don't do that wickedness that they were doing before.
I'm going to go on verse 6.
What does verse 6 say?
Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
No, the point was actually just verse 5. What is it? Got that emos.
Man.
Yeah. Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but He revealeth His secrets unto His servants the prophets. You know, going back with you have to be taught by man. You know, because the Lord is only dealing with the prophets. You know, He reveals His secrets unto Him, just like the apostles. The Lord puts the Spirit on them to do the videos, so we could be taught, and because the Lord reveals these secrets onto them, so we learn by them. You got that Proverbs 27 and 17?
This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
And that's what we do, you know, when we're, because, you know, like how I mentioned that here we have like Sunday class, Tuesday class, and Friday class, where we get built up in the spirit. Iron sharpens iron. We get sharpened by each other. We learn from one another. You know, despise not thy youth, because you have like younger Akim in this truth. You can still learn from them. You can learn from the top brothers to the lowest brothers. You can always learn by somebody. You know, and also right here in Chicago, we have we sometimes play this game called the scoff game, where like, you know, we pretend to be a scoffer and we just go over the scriptures, cutting whatever they say. That's how you get built up in the spirit, by constantly sharpening each other, going over the scriptures and and meditating on the scriptures. But how can you do that if you're alone? Because I call it because we wrestle with the what I call the flesh and the spirit wrestling with each other. You know, one day you might be high, the next day you're not. But when you're around the brothers, like they lift you up. You stop thinking about what you went through that day, and just think about that one day, and you're happy for like that brief moment until like you have to be gone, and then you just remember that whatever you were going through. Um, you have anything you want to add on?
No, that's probably about it right there.
Con, this is just a quick topic we're gonna get into. Lord willing, the brothers ratified, but with that, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to
How
Yahweh
about
Bashim
Hashem
Yahushai.
Yahushai?
Double honors to the apostles and elders during Millstone, and salutations to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerely charity. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.